Did you guys love the adventures of Quill? Well, did you know she's back? So let's talk about it, dudes. Moss Book 2 is an award-winning sequel fan-favorite Moss game. Book 2 is a single-player action-adventure puzzle game much like its predecessor from Polyok, tailor-made for VR. In this review, we're covering the PSVR2 version. It features combining classic components of a great game with some compelling characters, gripping combat, captivating world exploration, with exciting opportunities using the features of the PSVR2. Moss Book 2 picks up right where the story in Moss the First left off. Having rescued her uncle Argus, Quill's adventure continues with the revelations that a winged tyrant is hunting her within the castle, and her uncle was held captive, but Quill has a plan of her own that could finally end the merciless rule of the Arcane and save the world from a great unmaking. That is pretty much the TLDR version without the super spoilers of the story behind Moss Book 2. But let's get into the real reason why you clicked this video, and it's for my thoughts and impressions and the overall review. So for me, Moss Book 2 on the PSVR2 is a masterpiece. It's an essential product that every PSVR2 user needs to have in their respected catalog, giving the highest fidelity resolution for the game, giving you the smoothest gameplay, and taking advantage of all the sweet PSVR2 features, including the PS5 Superfast SSD. Moss Book 2 is the definitive edition on PSVR2 in my opinion. There's very little games in itself that can impact me emotionally nowadays, and Moss Book 2 had me holding back tears. The game takes everything they learned from the first and expands on those ideas greatly. The level designs are more ginormous, giving you more room for exploration. The game is longer in itself. It features various environments such as snow or magical forests or dirty corrupted caves. There's even an additional character you get to play as in this game. There's actually different weapons, and those weapons have their own abilities. For example, there's a hammer that's heavy, and you use it as the reader to smash and help Quill in her adventure. And there's a shuriken that throws out triple shurikens, and it has a lightning ability that reminds me of Kennen from League of Legends. And there's a sword that you can use, which is the traditional sword from Moss 1, that can actually give you like a Pikachu quick attack type motion. This time around, Quill can now even wear armor and helmets, and there's various amounts of that in the game. There is its own variety, and it has a ton of boss fights this time, unlike the predecessor, and there's challenges to them. The scrolls that you can collect, like the previous game, actually float this time in Twirl, where you can actually see them easier and they're not as hidden, even though sometimes they are. But being able to see them floating just gives you like a little nod like, hey, they're here, look for a floating scroll. The game has an impactful, engaging story this time from the previous, where the previous was like mumbo jumbo kind of, like you kind of got the gist of it. You're going to save your Uncle Argus, but things happen in between, where this one is just a straightforward, you know exactly what you're doing. You have everything there, it's straight to the point and easy to follow. You as the reader, while you're helping Quill, you will actually get your own powers and be able to do more in the game, and you'll fight this very interesting enemy, and there's just a lot of things going on I don't want to spoil for the ones that are interested in the game if they have not played it already. There's a certain level that I absolutely love that I keep referencing as the Doctor Strange multiverses, and if you're curious on the time length of the game, I finished it in around 6 hours, yet I did not collect everything yet, and I did not get the 100% clear or the platinum trophy yet, so I will be going back in, and I can easily see myself getting at least another hour or two out of just doing those. So you could say maybe to 100% the game or platinum the game, you can get probably 8 hours out of it. I do see myself going back for at least another hour or two to get that done. And anyway, guys, that is pretty much the rough wrap up of Moss Book 2. There's not too much I can really dive into because of the spoilers, but it plays fantastic, great gameplay. The combat's better than the first, the graphics are great, the resolution, it's smooth, it doesn't crash. I haven't had any really bugs besides one AI that was kind of dumb, but it fixed itself after I killed it. because it died. But that is the review of Moss Book 2. So we here at NGI give Moss Book 2 on the PSVR2 a 10 out of 10. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest in gaming tech news and reviews. Smash that like, and as always, subscribe. God bless and peace.